Going to group therapy is a little bit different than going to individual counseling, and that's because you're really signing up to be part of a community. And I know that you have a busy life, and as a teenager you don't always have a lot of control over how and where you get to spend your time. So do you really need to go to group therapy weekly? Hi, I'm Mallory Grimste. I'm a teen therapist and I make mental health videos. Today I'm going to be sharing why it is so important that if you are part of a group therapy that you show up every week. There's a few different factors to consider when you are wanting to join a group therapy program. Now you may be sitting there thinking,
but Mallory, isn't joining a group therapy and dropping in where I can fit it in enough?
And I would encourage you to think about when you sign up for a gym membership. So just signing up for a gym membership is a really positive step, just like joining a group therapy program. Super positive, super healthy. But the thing is, just being a member doesn't mean that you get results. It's kind of the use it or lose it mentality. So if you have a gym membership and you show up to the gym and you are exercising and improving your fitness over time on a regular basis, you're going to get longer lasting and probably speedier results than somebody who goes to the gym maybe once a month, or let's be real, once every 6 months. Am I right? If you've ever had that experience where you've committed to a program like a gym, give me some love and show me a like, because we've all been there. Group therapy is pretty much the same thing. Just being a member of the group does not automatically mean that you get its benefits. You have to show up, participate, and do the work, and make it a regular thing, which is why we recommend showing up for all scheduled sessions. Coming every week also helps you avoid crisis of the weeks, or what we call relapse prevention. So a crisis of the week is what we call when there's just so much going on all the time that we are constantly having to problem solve the aftermath of problems rather than cope ahead or plan ahead for them. So if you are dropping in whenever there's a crisis, you don't ever get to learn or use strategies that can help you prevent the crisis from happening in the first place. Now, of course, we are not miracle workers. We cannot prevent or avoid anything and all things bad happening. But when you start to notice the patterns and use the skills that work, it makes it a lot less likely that you're going to run into a crisis. As human beings, we love homeostasis. So homeostasis is the idea of things staying the same. So having a routine or consistency just kind of makes it a habit. When you show up every Monday at 5:30 for group therapy, you know that that's your time. And it makes planning ahead for things a lot smoother and easier too. So when you commit that this is your weekly appointment, you'll be sure to make sure that your homework is done, that you are taking care of yourself. If there are plans that you need to make, you can work around that schedule. Versus if you're not sure what your schedule is and you kind of let your schedule happen to you, it's going to cause a lot more stress, and it's going to be difficult to figure out like when you need the support and how to access it. One of the strongest benefits of any group therapy program are the relationships that you get to build, not only with yourself but with the other group members. It's a really unique experience. And we know in therapy that one of the strongest indicators of successful treatment is having an environment where you know you are supported and you feel validated, heard, and understood. So building relationships is a key part of any healthy group therapy process. The best way to build relationships is getting to know one another over time. It's very rare that you just meet somebody and you are BFFs for life. It takes time to get to that level. You need to have an opportunity to spend time with them. So showing up every week and getting to know your fellow group members and allowing them to get to know you is one of the key components of any successful group therapy. When you miss a week or several weeks in a row, you don't always know what you are going to miss. So what can happen is when you've been away even for a week, when you come back and people are referencing either discussions that they've had or skills that they've learned in the week that you were missing, you can start to feel like you're not part of the community or the group. It's this idea of FOMO, or fear of missing out. Plus, if the group members are constantly having to pause and retell everything that happened the week before, they may start to get a little annoyed that why are we redoing this work for you? And of course, one of the basic tenets of any group therapy is that it is a safe, comfortable environment for all group members. Creating a safe environment means building trust within each other and within the group therapy process. Showing up and saying that you will be there at the time that you've committed to is a part of building trust with your fellow group members. You don't always know who may be relying on you to be in group that particular week. There may be a situation where they're like,
oh, I know that Mallory will have a wonderful perspective to share with me on this particular issue.
And then if you're not there, it can feel like a letdown. Plus, when you show up and you share your perspective with the other group members, it lets them know the type of person that you are and that you can be trusted moving forward, which can in turn lead to building your own self-esteem and confidence. Group therapy is this really unique process where not only are you working on your own health and well-being, you get to practice these skills in vivo and get real-time feedback, which can amplify the lessons that you're learning in group therapy. Pretty cool, right? And if you're not sure if group therapy is right for you or you need a little bit more information, go ahead and watch the video on your screen right now where I'm taking you behind the scenes of my teen girl therapy groups. And please make sure that you share this video because you never know who you could be helping. Thanks for watching!